Inseparable phrasal verbs. Most other phrasal verbs that are not two-word verb plus adverb combinations are not separable. This means that three-word phrasal verbs and two-word verb plus preposition phrasal verbs are not separable even if they have a direct object or pronoun. How do we know if a two-word phrasal verb is a verb plus adverb combination or a verb plus preposition combination, and if it can be separated? The best way is to check the dictionary. Usually, it will tell you if you can insert the words something or somebody, and if so, you will know it's a separable phrasal verb. For example, if you check the definition and usage of the phrasal verb turn down, you will see turn something down, and therefore you will know that you can add a direct object between turn and down. For example, I turned the job offer down, meaning you refused it. Generally, though, if you are unsure, you can play it safe and not separate the phrasal verb. Let's look at some examples of inseparable phrasal verbs. She ran out of energy. Ran out of is a three-word phrasal verb. Let's talk about the news. This talk about phrasal verb is the verb plus preposition phrasal verb and is correct. Let's talk the news about is not correct. This is inseparable or unable to separate. Let's talk about it is correct, since it is with a direct object. Let's talk it about is not correct. It is inseparable or unable to separate. Let's take a quick quiz on verbs. Answer the questions about the verbs in the following sentences. Pause the video after each question or after the last question, think about your answers, and write them down. Number 1, complete your work. Number 2, I ran to the office today. 3, I have lived in Texas. 4, Julie hadn't finished her test when the bell rang. 5, it may rain tomorrow. 6, she likes going to concerts. For number 1, complete your work, is the verb complete in an imperative or subjunctive mood? I ran to the office today. Is this an active or passive form? 3, I have lived in Texas. Is this simple past or present perfect? 4, Julie hadn't finished her test when the bell rang. Which action happened first? 5, it may rain tomorrow. Is this a 50% or 100% probability? And 6, she likes going to concerts. Is this a gerund or infinitive? Make sure to pause the video and write your answers down before proceeding to the next slide. So let's review our answers from our quiz. Number 1, complete your work. Number 2, I ran to the office today. 3, I have lived in Texas. 4, Julie hadn't finished her test when the bell rang. 5, it may rain tomorrow. And 6, she likes going to concerts. The first one is an imperative mood. Number 2 is the active form. 3 is in present perfect form. 4, the action that happened first was that she hadn't finished her test. 5, there's a 50% probability. And 6, going is a gerund.